What's up, Parrot Heads? Welcome to Coming Monday, a podcast about Jimmy Buffett. I am your host, Caleb McCraw. With me is a man they say is days, possibly hours away from a nuclear weapon, my good friend, Mike.
I wish, man. I'd be swinging that thing around. You couldn't tell me nothing, man. You want some problems? Come at me.
Possibly hours.
They really can't just tell the same story over and over.
It
again.
is true.
That's
I mean,
wild.
he's definitely hours away from developing a bomb, but we'll have to see.
Baby's been on a hot streak.
How have you?
Oh, yeah.
I've also been on a pretty solid streak. Even at Mike's, I've been doing pretty well. Of just like the new stuff's working, which I'm very excited about. That's always good.
Yeah, I not to get in the weeds of this stuff because neither of us are famous, so nobody cares. But I've been doing a little bit of like really digging into old jokes.
Yeah.
I've been grabbing like old jokes from when I really stunk and being like, I know there's a bit here, and then like just taking the time to really dig in, and then been taking a cue from Greg Giraldo, the great rest in peace, but like how he would kind of. I feel like his structure was like he would tell a joke, just a straight up joke off the top, and then rant off of that joke. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm gonna try and steal a little bit of that.
I've heard so many people say don't like throw away any joke.
Yeah.
Because you can always keep it and develop something from it. Because I've always done that. I have like a rolling like notes app on my phone of just jokes that I think of and just type in my phone.
Yeah.
And then like I might do them once or twice, and I'm like, if they're very, very half-baked, and then I'm like, all right, I don't know if there's anything here. But I never delete anything unless it's like really, really bad. And I'm like, all right, this just has nothing.
Well, let me ask you this one. This maybe has happened to you, but I have a joke now that a couple months old, and in the beginning it was getting pops every time, and slowly but surely, like it's getting less pops every time. And then I did do it at new material, and that was the only joke that didn't work, and I also happened to close on it, which kind of blew. But I'm not sure what to do there. And then I went outside and Belly was like, drop it, and I was like, well, let's not just
Yeah, I don't.
because writing jokes is hard.
Yeah, I don't know if it's something you should, because I don't know what to do about that either. Because I've had that happen where you're like, a joke worked really well initially, and it's not even like, because a lot of times you have jokes that work at mics that don't work in shows because you're doing it for comics, and it just doesn't like comics are crazy or comics are weird and they don't have.
Or you're doing like an inside baseball kind of thing.
Two inside
That's
baseball type
exactly.
thing. Yeah.
Well, to be clear, it was like it hit at like a new material like a month and a half ago. It hit at like a don't tell. Like it was hitting for crowds, but just like since then, less and less.
First question is, was it topical?
No, it's not topical at all. Literally, it's like anti-topical. I'm talking about two songs from like 40 years ago.
But yeah, keep in mind, everybody's getting older. Everybody who was into those songs could have died already.
Yeah. It's very true. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to do because I do like them. I don't know, but I always go back to the talking funny Chris Rock thing, where he's like they don't understand the premise. It's not the punchlines that aren't working.
Yeah,
and I was like, maybe that's it. Maybe it's like always like I'm not fine tuning the joke. I gotta fine tune the point of view.
I feel like me and you have the same type of problem because we're very pop culture heavy in terms of just like knowing a lot about it. I've had this happen before where I reference something on stage that no one else has ever heard of. Right. Or at least they're just not as familiar with.
Yeah.
Because then you're like, oh, that's a great parallel to this movie or whatever. And people are like, I don't understand. Like, I've never seen that movie.
Yeah. Which is crazy to me.
Yeah, exactly.
In the 90s, we would be on top of the world.
God, dude, I have that bit about Jaws. And if I could have just been a comic in 1976. Exactly. I have a bit about Jaws, and if I was a comic in the 70s, like in 1976, gone on the Tonight Show, I would have been the most famous person on the
planet. It would
have
been. I fully agree with that. It's a good bit, and that if you would have done that when the movie's cooking, that would have been huge.
I do have to say though, if it's a thing where you're telling a joke about like a piece of media that they don't know, it is like what you're saying. They don't understand the premise. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So that kind of is it. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I think so. I think it is probably that. They don't understand whatever you're referencing.
Yeah,
not
I mean, I'm not
Yeah.
going to do the joke, but I am referencing a Bob Dylan song that's pretty famous and a Chicago song that's super famous. I don't know. That's just
Yeah, I mean, Chicago and Bob Dylan, especially like now, probably aren't as big of cultural touchstones. So
Didn't he have a movie recently? Was it
Yeah,
working after, maybe closer to that, or was it? We're talking really recent. Because that was
what's
my
really
guess.
recent.
was it a complete unknown? Was it?
No, I talk about. I'll just do the bit, but it's.
Before
But I talk about like how I think song lyrics are done as I get older, and this might be where the premise needs to be fixed. But like I don't like lyrics in songs anymore, even though we're doing a music podcast. And I bring up
Jimmy Buffett notwithstanding.
Yeah. Songs about burgers and flip flops on the beach are fine by me, but that's poetry. But like Mr. Tambourine Man he's like, play me a song, Mr. And I'm like, how do you play a song on the tambourine?
Oh,
Like,
I do know this bit. Yes.
Yeah, and it's
I didn't laugh at it either.
and then the second part of the bit is the Chicago song where they're like, it was Saturday in the park. I think it was the 4th of July. And then I go,
See, I like that part of the joke because I also think that's very funny.
It's like, how do you not know it's the 4th of July? Like, that's pretty recognizable day, you know? I don't know. I think, like, we're really getting in the weeds here, but I think I need to shift the premise a little bit to, like, things that annoy me.
Yeah.
Because then people are on board, like, I got things that annoy me, you know?
Yeah, you could just be the angle at which you're coming at it from.
Yeah.
Mix in a sexy red lyric, and all of a sudden you got him.
Yeah.
Who?
That might even, I'm trying to think of who's more relevant.
Yeah, that might also, that's one of those things. That's where, like, you have a weird,
That might have been like 2 years.
like, as somebody who's now, like, leaning on to getting, like, I guess being the older guy in some situations, like, with people at work, like, being 29, like, guys, they'll be talking about, like, a movie or something, or, like, a TV show, and I'm like, I don't know what that is. I've never heard of it.
I started to feel that for the first time in the past year of my life. I feel like more often, like
You guys are babies. What are you talking about?
But just like you'll talk, like not even that much younger, but all of a sudden it's like, wait a second, wait a second, like
The first time I ever truly felt like there's a gap developing between me and, like, other people, like, that are, I guess, younger, was me and my sister when she was, like, probably like an early teen or something like that. She was her generation was the first people that had, like, YouTube celebrities. Because like we went on YouTube when I was a kid, and we would just watch, you know, like skateboarding falls and people getting beat up and beheaded, you know, the fun stuff that you use the internet for. And then like when my sister was like younger, she would watch, like, people do vlogs and, like, people, like, traveling and all. And
The Fine Brothers?
The Fine Brothers, yeah, the Fine.
I used to have the same manager as the Fine Brothers.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow, that took different paths, didn't it? You could be on that elder.
And Miles Teller.
You,
Joke's on me.
yeah. You could be an Elders React though now. So that's
Yeah. Do you know they tried to copyright that?
what
That
Elders.
was no, just the React. That was a big thing. I remember
what?
when we had the same. I just remember it was a big to do. The Fine Brothers tried to copyright React to.
That's insane.
That's a wild. Yeah, that's such a broad thing to like because isn't there a thing with copywriting? It's like you can copyright a lot of things, but it can't be like so broad like React to.
Yeah, I think
supposed to be
like you can't copyright shoe, but you can copyright Jordans.
right. And I think it had. I think LeBron tried to.
He did Taco Tuesday. Yeah, he tried to do Taco Tuesday.
Not even has anything to do with LeBron.
Yeah,
and he's like, I'll just take that.
Yeah, because I think he used to like post that on his Instagram and stuff. So. I don't. That's also like, yeah, he didn't come up with that. That was like a thing everybody sort of did.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I went to the Ryman for the first time last week, which was crazy.
Where'd you sit?
I sat, you're never going to believe this. So my girlfriend, she got the tickets. Her parents got her the tickets for her birthday. And so it was all four of us in a row. And I was sitting directly behind a pole.
Dude,
The person who was on stage was directly behind a column. Like if I sat perfectly in my seat, you couldn't see a single thing.
Hey, this might tank my mayoral
Campaign.
campaign.
Love it. Historic building.
Yeah. Hey, it's historic. I got it. Let's open up a museum or something. But like as a thing, the Ryman stinks
As a venue.
as a venue.
It was cool. Like,
The seats are uncomfortable. The pole is like I've sat by the pole every time.
yeah.
I'm seeing pavement there in a couple months. I'm like kind of dreading it because it costs like $300 to go, and
It's very small. I wasn't, I guess, I mean, it's still,
it's a compact 2800.
it's seats. Yeah, it's seats, I guess, to 2,800 people.
I believe
that's
it's- I'm
crazy.
good,
I
I'm
did not get that vibe at all.
But
It's at
also
2,800 people.
I'm sitting on the floor for the first time, and I'm worried for exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, because we were on the floor, and like the seats, like I mean, where my girlfriend, where she was sitting, was a pretty good seat. That's why I bit the bullet because it was her person she wanted to see. It was Priscilla Block, who, by the way, was fantastic. Great show, awesome. The people that opened these guys' Highway Home were amazing. I will say, like the show itself was fantastic. Just the seating arrangement was wild.
2360. I was off.
2360. Yeah, I was about to say there's
Yeah.
no way there was 2,800 because it was pretty close to being sold out, and I was like, I did not get the vibe there was 3,000 people there.
Yeah. I also did want to say that LeBron did try to copy or trademark that, and it got shut down.
Yeah, that's like
got
way
shut down for the Fine Brothers too.
Yeah,
Can't knock that shit
Sorry,
out.
I had that pulled up.
yeah, but it was
Yeah, like I saw Louis there, and it was just like kind of a terrible experience.
Who opened?
Very funny comic named Mike Early. Shout out to him. And then who else came out? Jim Norton. Jim Norton was great.
Jim Norton.
Yeah.
Yeah, because honestly, being at the Ryman, I always thought of it as like, oh, dude, if you're playing the Ryman, you're gigantic. And then like it was kind of small, and I was like, this isn't that far off for I feel like a lot of people. It's like one of those things where you're like, oh, it's like not. It's like in my head, I was always like, dude, if you're playing the Ryman, dude, you got to be like Louis, you got to be like Nate Bargatze, you got to be like all these different people.
But also, those people do that sometimes.
well, they do,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's like you get there and you're like, oh, it's not that crazy. So it's kind of nice to be like, it's not that crazy of an idea that you could
Yeah.
like fill
Yeah.
this room.
That's a
up.
good
It's like-
perspective, but it's also like
Coming Monday live, 2027.
Yeah,
I'm
at the
kind of
Ryman.
calling it.
Yeah, at the Ryman. After
It's a
Mike
lot of
complained about
cheddar
their
in that
seating
building.
arrangement if they let us in.
Maybe we'll do the thing. Can we just be on the schedule?
but no, like I mean, I'm just thinking about like this, like what you said, what you paid for a ticket, and then thinking like that's not even the most expensive one. Like there's probably like other ones that are higher, and then times 2,300. Like my
Hey.
God,
This is what sucks, and I think everybody needs to be on board with this because, like, I think like live events, they have been coming back ever since like
Yeah.
COVID and all that stuff, and then also like some streaming stinks. Movie like going to the movie theater stinks. So like live,
I like the movies.
but live shows are huge right
Yeah.
now. But we all have to stop saying that. Because they listen and they're like, oh, they love going to live shows. Well, now this ticket costs you $450. Like, we have to like sort of say like, I hate going to live shows. You know, like,
Yeah.
they're squeezing us, man.
That is true. It's that like people are being priced out of like literally everything. Me and Forrest were talking about this the other day. Friend of the show, enemy of the podcast, friend of me, Forrest Bob. We were hanging out and we were watching, I think it was baseball. And I was like, so many people can't play baseball anymore because it's so expensive.
Yeah.
Same thing with like basketball or something like that, where it's like now to like really play at a high level, you like have to do travel and all that stuff. Like you can't just show up at like your high school and be like, I want to play on the team and then like try out and make it and then get to play. It's insane. Like you can't to play baseball. I think they said to play hockey, your parents have to make like at least $75,000 a year or something
wow.
crazy like that.
Oh, hockey's super expensive.
Yeah, I know.
Always had, I mean, since I was banging as a kid.
I know it's true. It's always been like super expensive, but like it's great. Like they said like goalie equipment for a child is like $6,000, and you're like, dude, that's insane.
Yeah. That's why soccer is so. It's just
Soccer and basketball are
for
the two
poor
big ones.
countries.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a used car.
I know
Yeah.
for real. That's it.
Because I was gonna buy. I thought about like buying like a season pass to the Sounds. I thought that'd be fun.
Yeah,
Dude, shit's expensive, man.
Yeah, you're
I was like,
better
this is minor league baseball. Why is this like $10,000 for like
insane.
half a season?
we should, first of all, we should go to a game. Second of all,
A game.
yeah.
A game.
If you know, if you walk up,
We're going to the game. There is a Jimmy
be-
Buffett tribute night on June 27th, which
Let's
we
go.
will definitely be going
and guess
to.
how we're gonna buy the tickets.
I won't be here.
What?
Hold on. No,
Gotta
I
go
won't be
day
here.
of.
That blows. I've already got like a whole being married, man. No, it's we've already made plans for the summer. Oh my god, that stinks.
It's all right. But we'll go. We'll do it.
Me and Aiden will do it.
Yeah, we'll still go. But what I was is if you go the day, they never sell out. So
Yeah,
there's
you
a
can go
discount
day of,
the
yeah.
day of.
Yeah,
and that's the way to do it.
Yeah, you can get like $10 tickets and stuff.
Yeah.
Then you can pay $40 for beer and hot dogs.
Yeah.
We do have to film the 9 for 9 challenge this year. We talked about doing it
I
last
would
year.
love to
We
film
gotta
you
do
doing
it.
that.
That's
dude.
right.
I would love to.
That's crazy.
What?
Please,
I know what it is. I mean, that's a lot of a lot.
I believe in you.
Yeah, that's gross.
I know Hunter and Forrest
We'll
want
take
to.
those
Hunter,
boys, too.
Hunter and Forrest want to do it. They want to film it, and like I would do it in a heartbeat because I'm gonna have Hobbs come with me. Hobbs will be my wiener expert. That's what I have.
Beat me to it, brother. He's gonna tell you how to get it.
Fine. I got a new favorite thing.
What's your new favorite thing?
You know, like a thing that you do that just like brings you pure joy.
Mm-hmm.
I got a new one. It's I found this YouTube channel that just uploads this. What's that?
Sorry, it's just this is like I found this YouTube channel that just uploads and it's just there's no telling what the next thing would be because it's YouTube. It could be anything.
No, it's they upload. It's called Retro 90s or something, and they upload just blocks of unedited MTV.
Oh, I've seen those. Yeah.
Oh, dude, with like commercials and everything. Dude, like at night, like after I come home from the club or whatever I'm doing, dude, I just fucking turn the lights off, smoke a little J, and just watch MTV from the 90s. It's like time traveling.
Oh, really?
Oh, dude, it's so much
Do
fun.
they play videos or is it the TV
It's
show?
video. It's like it'll be like a show, like maybe 120 minutes or MTV Raps or whatever. It's Alternative Nation, and dude, it's just amazing. It makes me feel like a kid again.
Yeah. I found one of those one time. This is going to be kind of weird, but I was listening to a podcast about like Jim Jones and they said like they made that movie about him like right after it happened that starred Powers Booth.
Yeah, yeah.
And I found it on YouTube, but the only one I could find was like a guy who like posted like the Chicago PBS like blocks or whatever.
Yeah.
So like you watched it and they had commercials and everything. They had like 80 Chicago commercials.
Hey,
and
how
it
you
was
doing?
So yeah, it's like, hey, come down here and get your tires changed.
Come down here to Durkin's for 2-for-1 beers.
Yeah, it's stuff like that.
Yeah.
Really. You're like, back in the day, anybody could get a commercial on TV. It's hilarious.
Well, it's crazy when I watch the MTV thing. It's like one of the commercials was like like 1-800-collect or like 10 cents a minute on Sprint. And I, honest to God, could not remember what that was. Like, I had to ask my wife, I was like, do you remember what that even was? Like, 10 cents a minute? Like, I just remember that was a thing. It was always a commercial. And she was like, I think it was like collect calls or something. Mm-hmm. Like, we're all in prison. Like, just to make it collect calls.
Yeah.
That was what was the that's a joke, and everybody hates Chris. He's like his dad's like traveling somewhere, and he like calls him collect from like Las Vegas, and
Yeah.
he's like, my dad always had a plan for how to avoid collect calls, and it's like, do you accept the charges from? I'm in Vegas. It's really pretty.
yeah.
I got to tell you, man, and it just reminded me, the 90s were a golden era.
It's the last. People say it's the last great decade.
I feel truly blessed to have been like the age I was in the 90s. It was amazing.
Aiden, what year were you born?
98.
98. Okay, I was born in 97. I couldn't remember how close an age we were. I work with guys that were born in like 2003.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy. This is crazy to me. If I'm being honest.
That's true.
But but yeah, man, I don't want to say like I feel sorry for people now, but like the 90s were just and I remember like we kind of knew it. We kind of knew like, oh, this is like a sweet spot.
What do you think caused it to just fall off, I guess? Was it the fact that like in the 90s we still had some sort of cultural homogeny where it's like everybody was kind of into the same things?
Yeah, what's that called? Monoculture?
Yeah, monocultured, I guess.
But it
Dude,
was
I mean, like, yeah, I know.
it was when it started, I guess, expanding out, but it wasn't so.
less of what it is now.
Yeah, like it was starting to expand out where you could have a friend that was into grunge and a friend that was into rap and a friend that was into like.
But we were all into that.
But everybody was. But everybody had a friend that was, so everybody.
Also,
did.
I do think, I mean, I don't know, but I do think there was kind of an awareness that it was a good spot because also in a lot of the media around that time, maybe not all in that time, was there was a fear of the future, like with
Sure.
robots and that kind of thing. And
No, I don't think so. Actually,
when was Terminator? That's what I was thinking.
This
87.
is another
Ah,
bit.
damn
This is
it.
another bit I got.
Yeah.
I was thinking that was okay.
Not working too well either. No, we did.
Like how I pulled that 87 was the year Terminator came out. It's all up here.
I know
Yeah.
it's crazy.
But
Sorry, yeah. Go.
no, I honestly, we didn't really think about the future all that much. It wasn't until like Y2K started coming up, and people
Yeah.
truly weren't that worried about it.
Is it? Yeah, I always wonder that. How much of that was like a real thing?
No, nobody cared.
Because like there's a couple.
I don't think we even knew. There, by the way, is like a true story that somebody might have saved everything on Y2K. Like it might have actually could have been a catastrophe, but one guy, like look that up. I begin some of that wrong.
I'm gonna look up who saved the world on Y2K.
Yeah, but Y2K, like it was like a news thing, like, but nobody really understood what that even meant. They were like, "What, the clocks aren't going to be correct?" You know what I mean? Like, what's that going to do?
It's gonna flip over. Like, what does that mean?
Like,
'Cause,
if that, like that's a good story. Like, if it was today for some reason, what just imagine with the reach of everything. Yeah, people would have probably freaked out more. But like, it was just this like Connie Chung would be like, "Y2K could be a problem," and people are like, I don't care."
Okay, so obviously it was a massive problem. It cost, it doesn't say, but billions of dollars to fix. And
Yeah.
specifically in India, they hired a workforce of hundreds of thousands to patch code, and that's what saved it.
Yeah, I'd have to find it. There, I feel like there was one guy who was kind of like, "Hey, this."
The guy who
found
realized
it.
like we
Yeah,
should probably
yeah.
patch
Yeah,
it.
Mhm.
Okay.
Right.
Because I feel like my only references to Y2K, I was alive when it happened, but I was like 2.
Yeah.
So I don't remember anything at all. But like my only cultural touchstone is like TV show episodes from that time who like reference it. Because there's a King of the Hill episode about it and a Family Guy episode about it. And obviously the King of the Hill one, like everybody freaks out, but then it's all okay.
Yeah.
And in the Family Guy one, like nuclear disaster happens, and they're like, then that's when they try and go to the Twinkie factory and whichever episode, Natick, I think is where it is.
Canadian computer expert Peter Day Jagger, or
Peter
Day, I think it's Jagger,
How does he spell it?
Jager.
Jaeger.
Jaeger.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, yeah, it would be Jaeger.
Shout
Peter
to
Day
Jaeger.
Jaeger.
What did he do?
He found the bug.
He found
Oh yeah,
yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
Yeah.
but no, I don't think like the future was not like because we were just living in the present in the '90s. Like it was all, and it's also
Had
like,
nothing to worry about.
had nothing to worry about. Also, the '90s had kind of peak everything. I would say, like, or it's like where rock and roll ended, right?
Yeah.
Sort of just died off. Billy Corgan, by the way, is in the zeitgeist right now because he was like, rock and roll just got phased out, and he's not wrong. A lot of people are like shitting on him, but he's actually 100% right about it because it was like a thing where like, let's take Pitchfork for example. Major, do you guys even know Pitchfork?
I've heard of it, but I don't
Yeah.
have any reference.
It used to be like a huge, like that's like it was like the biggest like website for music review, like album reviews and stuff for a long time. There was just a moment where they just stopped reviewing rock records, and it was all just hip hop. That's all they became, was like, we're just gonna do that. But I also think the '90s hip hop is like peak hip hop, like Tribe Called Quest, like all these great like De La Soul, like
The early 2000s, I think hip hop could really compete for that. I think
it wasn't bad, but I mean,
we got like 50 Cent, Lil Wayne, Birdman.
dude, I'll take Wu-Tang Clan. I'll take
No, I'm not saying it wasn't good. I'm just saying that I think the early 2000s is when rap really came into like the forefront of like American culture.
that was when it was apex for sure.
Yeah, it was what his apex is like in terms of definitely in terms of popularity. 'Cause
Yeah,
then you
yeah.
had, a lot of those guys who started in the '90s really came into their own in the early 2000s, like
Yes.
Eminem, Snoop
Yeah.
Dogg, all those people.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I believe it was 2000 or 2001 is when Eminem had the record for album sales. It was, I think it was 1.7 something million first week.
First week, it's probably 2001 because I imagine the Slim Shady show I feel like was like
It was
90.
the Marshall Mathers.
Yeah, Marshall Mathers LP is the one which was like super big, and I think that was 2000 or
Yeah.
2001.
We also had like the right amount of everything in the 90s.
Yeah,
Like the right amount of TV channels, the right amount of like movies to
That-
choose from.
that I could agree with. That's like the funny joke you always hear. It's like in the future there'll be 500,000 channels and nothing to watch.
Yeah, nothing to watch. Like,
Which I never really understood until like right now. Yeah.
yeah. And we're right in the middle of that. Like, literally, like you have all the options, and I don't want to watch any of it. It all sounds terrible. And Wendy's was banging,
Wendy's was banging.
which
I always say you can really judge how a neighborhood's doing by how well their fast food restaurants are.
Yeah, but
Wendy's in the 90s, baby. Ooh, that was good eating.
I was hoping you were gonna get to this because have you ever seen those?
You were
posts?
hoping specifically he'd get to how good Wendy's
not
was.
Wendy's specifically, but just
That's
food.
Aiden. That's insane that you were able to guess that he might talk about that.
I was gonna say the food because have you ever seen the posts that were like, "Oh, I grew up eating that; they'll be fine," and then they show the ingredients from 1995 to now.
Yeah,
So I think you're right about that. Like the
Dude, it was so
hamburgers
good.
were probably real. Like all
It was all good, and like Wendy's was like McDonald's was never even an option. Like nobody was ever like, "Hey, let's go to McDonald's." We were like, "We're going to." I mean, we were a Wendy's. Columbus is a Wendy's city to begin with because Dave Thomas, shout out to him, rest in peace, is from Columbus. Which also segues into
that's a great. There's a great comic, Jeff Tate. He's a Cincinnati comic. He has an album when he has a bit about it. He's like, I went to McDonald's and he said they handed me a bag, and the bag said our burgers are now 100% beef. He's like, that's crazy. I ate this yesterday. What was in it then?
segue into another thing. I might be going for a new career.
What
I saw Wendy's.
franchisee?
No. They're tanking. I wouldn't put my money on that. No, but they are.
Wouldn't be the first time you did that.
They are. Wendy's is looking for. Hold on, I got it right here. They're looking for.
Got the job posting on LinkedIn.
Oh shoot, I lost it. Hang with me 1 second here.
Wendy's is looking for a new spokesperson.
No, a taste. So you probably saw that. I mean, I made a video about it.
Yes.
but the McDonald's CEO who
Yeah, he did like the tiny bite or whatever.
he pulled the Obama in Flint, Michigan.
Oh yeah.
Remember this? Remember this move? Oh, the water's good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nobody held him to task for that, but
That one though, that one made sense because it was like he was put on the spot for that kind of thing. It's if I remember correctly. But the thing is with
who Obama?
yeah.
Should have been like, I ain't drinking this shit.
But the thing is with the McDonald's CEO, he was like, "Yeah, let's film me not taking
Who's not eating? That's what I'm saying. Nobody was like, hey,
Who was I talking? Who was I talking to about this? Somebody said that they were like, I think it was may have been we were talking about it in the green room last night. It was either Micah or Connor said that he was like, who didn't watch the video and was like, let's maybe do it a second time. Like I feel like it wasn't
well, that's the whole premise of my sketch.
exactly.
Yeah. Shout out to Flop Sweat Comedy. Check it out.
Yeah, at Flop Sweat Comedy.
So now I don't know if because of that or whatever, but Wendy's, and I'll send this to you and we can put it maybe on the thing. But Wendy's is now offering a chief tasting officer. They're looking for a chief. Wendy's is looking for a chief tasting officer. That's not the easiest thing to say in the world, but
tasting officer.
yeah. So about the role, the title, chief tasting officer, company Wendy's, pay 100 G's.
There's no way this is a real thing.
They're a job type dream. I mean, yeah, it's a little thing, but you would become the person who would like go to Wendy's, maybe corporate headquarters or wherever, and taste the new menu options. I'm gonna go for it.
You gonna go for
And
it?
I'm
Yeah.
assuming there'd be writing, so good fit.
Yeah. Hey, Wendy's. I've had a best-selling food book. I'm from Columbus. What
Yeah.
else? What else should I
Was
list?
it founded in Columbus?
Yeah.
Dang, that's
My buddies and I we used to make movies in high school, and we did an adaptation of Well Done, Dave Thomas's memoir.
See,
Would be really great if I knew where that VHS tape was. Could plug it in here, but yeah, I'm gonna upload. So how to apply? You upload a video showing us why you're perfect for this position, and bonus points if you show Wendy's branding, product, food, or restaurant.
I love this idea.
Yeah, I do too.
I think it's great.
Stitch together.
I actually think
for Wendy's or something.
What'd you say?
We could do. You could like stitch it together where it's like you like 1 Wendy's, 2 Wendy's, 3.
Yeah.
Get some extra bonus points.
Yeah. That's pretty.
Hire me. We'll bring this back to the '90s glory days.
That is true. That sounds so. The only fast food place that was founded near me, so Denny's was founded in Spartanburg, which is like 30 minutes from where I grew up.
I used to love Denny's.
Denny's. It's funny. Denny's. The whole premise used to be it was like a 50s like style diner.
Yeah.
And there was a Denny's in my hometown that was in that style, and it closed down, and it got bought out by a Mexican restaurant, and they didn't change the interior at all. They just sell Mexican food now. It's so funny.
That's really great.
Metaphor there.
It's so funny. It's so funny to go back and like go do it.
That is hilarious.
It'd be even funnier if like the guy was dressed like James Dean or something like behind the counter and he was just serving like Jason, but it's like
Juan Dean.
would it be Juan Dean?
Julio Dean.
Yeah.
When I think about like how I used to be able to eat
Iago Dean.
when I think about how I used to be able to eat as like a young person as opposed to now, I do think of Denny's. Because we used to like,
oh, dude, I went to Denny's one time on the road, like really late at night after a show. No, not to malign the good people at Denny's. I think you guys do a great thing every once in a while, but I got violently sick when I got back to the hotel room. It could have been me, but it was not.
in college, like when the bars would close and stuff, we would go to the Denny's, and dude, I would house buffalo chicken tenders.
Oh God, they're so good.
They were so good. That was like my favorite meal in the world. And dude, if I ate that, and I'm eating it at like 2:30 in the morning. If I did that now, I'd be out of commission for a week, dude.
Yeah.
So I have a great. So there was my church every year. We used to do this thing called beach camp where we'd go to Garden City, South Carolina. So and we'd stay at this place, this like little like chapel thing on the beach where it's like they had like dorms and stuff, and we'd have like camp basically. You know, we'd have like a band and like a speaker for the week, and we'd do like a volleyball tournament. We'd have these things where like every day you had like 6 hours to do whatever you wanted. You could go to the beach, you could go to the boardwalk, you could hang out, play volleyball, play basketball, do whatever you wanted. And every year when I was in college, I worked on the staff for the camp. And the best part of being on staff was the last night, Thursday night, we would tear down all of the stuff, like in like tear down all the set stuff, like all the lighting, all the amplifiers and everything. And then afterwards, we would all go to Denny's and hang out and eat as like a celebration. Ooh. And we would hang out at that Denny's for probably 2.5 to 3 hours, and like so much fun, just like hanging out. Like people would like tell stories about the week, like get up and like act about, because I mean it's an empty restaurant. Like we really had like roughshod over it. Eat so many buffalo chicken fingers, drink milkshakes, because also like our youth pastor would pay for everything, so he's like get whatever you want. We'd get like people would get like 2 entrees, like milkshakes, all that stuff. So much fun.
You think he's tipping well on that?
Definitely.
You think?
Yeah. He's the kind of guy who definitely would.
Oh yeah? Okay. Yeah. That's good.
And we were that's what I think of Denny's. I think of that time because it was so much fun.
That sounds fun.
Dude, great time.
Near me, but not my hometown, Texas Roadhouse was started about 20 minutes away.
It's weird
I
because weird because you're from Indiana.
It's very odd.
I like a Texas Roadhouse.
It's like finding out Kentucky Fried Chicken was founded in like Illinois.
Yeah, it actually is. I didn't think of it like that, but yeah.
I like a place where you can just throw peanut shells on the
floor.
More places need to be like that.
There was a place like that. I don't even know if it's maybe defunct now. Maybe I don't even know if it was a chain. Sagebrush was a place in my hometown, and it was basically like Texas Roadhouse. But I remember it was. Me and my brother didn't like it. I'm sure if I went back when I was like older, it would have been fine. But
yeah, I mean we used to have we can just keep going down memory lane with local restaurants, but we used to have a place in Columbus that was kind of like our own TGI Fridays. You know, like had like kitschy stuff on the wall.
Yeah.
It was called Max and Irma's, and they used to have on the apps menu these cheese skewers, brother. Ooh, that would take me back. They're all gone now. Both
That's
Max and
what's
Irma's closed.
That's so weird whenever like you find like a restaurant that has like one thing that you're like, dude,
Yeah.
they do it right. I have no idea how. But
Still one of the best things I've ever eaten in my life is these cheese skewers. And now rest in peace.
that's how it was. There's this place called Varsity Square in Gaffney. It was like a little like they did like fried fried chicken, all that stuff. But they had the best chicken sandwich I've ever had in my life. It's so good.
This sounds like the kookiest, like it's almost like a sitcom plot, but like if we could start a restaurant that just and like have all of our favorite menu items, no matter if it makes sense or not, like cheese skewers, that chicken sandwich,
Yeah,
like
the chicken.
we're getting it from like 25 different food vendors.
No problem.
I did hear somebody say one time they were like, every time you go to a restaurant, it's just a bunch of people competing to make Cisco products the best.
Yeah. I went to,
That's dark truth. Yeah.
yeah, I'd actually try and avoid any place that's Cisco related. I don't want the big Cisco coming down on us, but
I don't even know how to
there's a place like near our house in East Nashville that like everybody raved about. So my wife and I went, and it stunk. And then we like the next day drove by it, and sure enough, there was like a big Cisco truck dropping everything off, and I was like, yeah, this town doesn't know anything. Have I ever told you my
That's why you
restaurant?
shouldn't vote for him for mayor, by the way.
No, that's why you should vote for. I'm going to turn things around.
Ah, dang it. He's always able to flip it.
Yeah, dude, I could,
He's always-
I can tap dance better than almost anybody. Yeah, but real quick, have I ever told you my restaurant idea?
no.
I want to start a restaurant that when you walk in, it looks like it's still under construction. Like you would, you know that like
How is that a selling point?
you know like that like plastic tarp thing. Like you would like the things you would walk through that, and then like all like everything would just look like paint would still be drying, and like the waiters would be in overalls. I think that's a pretty fun idea.
It's a good theory, but I don't know if it's.
Every single day, someone would be confused. That would be the fun part. I mean, people would start to get it after a while, but every day.
Yeah, I think you'd lose a lot of business initially because I don't think people would stop.
It'd be kitschy.
What's it going to be called?
Coming soon.
Coming soon? That could be our restaurant.
Yeah,
idea.
sure. All right, should we talk about the song "Oldest Surfer on the Beach"?
Yes, the oldest surf. Speaking of beaches, speaking of old guys, we've got the oldest surfer on the beach right here, Mr. Mike Postolakis.
Yeah, but Aiden, producer Aiden, picked this.
Yeah,
song.
that's what's great. Producer Aiden picked this song.
I'm glad it worked.
Aiden, what made you choose the song?
I was trying for a random pull. I was trying to really just
you
be
picked a
like-
good one.
That's why I was trying for you guys to be like, oh wow, where'd you come across that one? Like I didn't want it to be anywhere near the top selling songs.
No, I really dug. Literally had never heard the song before, and
I don't think I had either. It was-
it's in that kind of mid-aughts or whatever you would call it, like sort of period where I don't know much about Jimmy's music, but I thought it was really good.
It was off the album. What was it?
This made me laugh because it's the album's called Songs from Saint Somewhere,
Yeah.
something like that. Which Saint Somewhere one is a lyric in another song.
Yeah. No,
Mine-
Saint Elsewhere. No,
Saint Elsewhere is a show.
Yeah.
No, Saint Somewhere. It's from Boat Drinks, right?
Is it?
Songs from Saint Somewhere.
Yeah,
Yeah, but is it Saint Somewhere in Boat Drinks?
yeah. I'm not gonna sing it, but yeah,
I'm gonna
I gotta
I'll
fly
look it
to
up.
Saint Somewhere. That's the lyric in Boat Drinks.
Let me see. Saint Somewhere Boat Drinks.
Also, I want to say Saint Somewhere is like not one of his books, but like a short story, or it takes a setting in one of his.
Oh yeah, I've got to fly to Saint Somewhere. I'm close to bodily harm.
And yeah. And one thing I love about Jimmy, but he uses all the meat on the buffalo, man. He's not afraid to just keep recycling.
He says oldest surfer on the beach on the song, I think maybe 100 times.
Yeah. But it's a good song. It was
It is.
instantly like a weird. Again, I had never heard the song before, but the way that it's kind of nostalgic folky.
It's very like 50s Hawaii sounding.
Yeah.
Like a movie that takes place in the 50s.
Yeah.
Like it sounds like a song from that.
That it instantly felt familiar.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I will say this. Have you ever tried to surf before? Have you ever surfed?
When I moved to LA, I was like, I'm gonna learn how to surf. And I even ended up renting a house from 2 pro surfers, these twins. Shout out to Mike and Matt DeMello, friends of mine. They were their whole lives, they were pro surfers. Also, funny thing about those guys, they were childhood best friends with Zach De La Rocha from Rage Against the Machine, who came over. They all came over to my house once, or the house I was renting once. I was like sitting, like playing video games or something. And those guys would just, for me renting from them, they were very, they still treated it like their house. So they would pop in all the time. And one time they just popped in and Zach from Rage Against the Machine was with them. And it was just, and like, that's a very LA thing to just kind of like roll with this surreal moment.
Yeah.
And I kind of was just like looking at him. And then we ended up all playing poker. But I missed my
Zach
chance.
De La Rocha's a poker guy?
Yeah, he was a big poker guy. But yeah, I could have learned surfing from 2 pros, and I never did, and I kind of regret it.
So when I lived in Charleston, when I first moved there, me and my roommate, we were like, we should go try and learn how to surf on the beach. So we did. I probably attempted in the 6 years I lived there to surf like probably 30 times. And in the 30 attempts, I probably stood up on the board maybe 5. But the times when you can, you're like, dude, it's pretty crazy. You're like, dude, this is awesome. And we had like the giant surfboards too, because I said it's easier to learn on those. So I was like a guy like in the 50s, like standing on like a 10-foot tall board.
Surf culture rules. Yeah. Like surf rock. I love surf rock.
Yeah.
And the Beach Boys, obviously. And that whole like 50s, 60s era is really cool to me.
Surf culture is right up there. There's certain like types of cultures that I think have dominated. Speaking of like the 90s, skate culture was so popular in the 90s. Surf culture's always been like the coolest one. I mean, honestly, the one I don't really partake or anything, but like stoner culture, I think is awesome. I love stoner music and stoner movies.
Yeah, I mean, I am a stoner, so I love all those things. Yeah.
Yes, surf culture. Have you ever seen Endless Summer?
Yeah, it's a classic.
An American classic. Mike, as an old guy, how do you feel about this song?
It's good. It's right in my wheelhouse, man. It does. It's like, I mean, I kind of equated it to like showing up at the mics or something, just being
The old
lot of, you know, unless Joey Goodsong showing up. Shout out to Joey, but my Gen X brother. hey.
Aiden, what'd you say? What line did you say you really liked? You said you had one.
I have the line. I did want to say the only wave I've ever rode this is crazy. In the Ohio River, they surf. You surf behind boats. You get a type of boat that makes a wave, and then you can surf behind it. It's the only thing I've done. But here's my favorite line. I stopped searching for perfection many waves ago. That part, just like him, he's talking about women. I feel like that's how I took it.
Sure. Yeah. I think I take it about everything.
Yeah.
Perfection stinks.
Yeah, too many things are wrong. People harp so much on things being perfect.
Yeah.
And it's just
perfect's the enemy of good.
What?
Perfect is the enemy of the good. That's a saying.
The next, I should finish. The next part is a little bit more deep. What really matters is the here and now, and that's about all I know. So
we just talked about this. It's like what we talked about with the 90s. Everybody was living in the moment. Nobody cared about the future.
Nobody cared, man. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
Give me a Frosty. Give me a Frosty from 1996, and I'm a happy man.
I remember when I was a kid, when you trick or treat, they'd give you some people had tickets for free Frosties. But it was only like a really little one. It was like that big. But beggars can't be choosers. But yeah, I actually really like this song. It might make it into the rotation.
Well, we're gonna see because in the next episode, we're gonna rank all the songs that we've done so far, all 20 up to this point.
The 20 song extravaganza, guys. So everybody tune in for that. How are we gonna? Are we just gonna rank them 1 to 20? Are we gonna tier it?
What do we want to do?
We talked about doing the blind ranking. Another thing that I just thought of is what if you each did your own 20 and see if we could come to a compromise.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Ooh, that is very
That's pretty good. I think that's probably
why
best.
Aiden gets paid the big bucks.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think that's best. So we're gonna rank all the songs, and there'll be a couple stinkers, and there'll be a couple classics.
Like we'll have some stuff on the screen going with it.
Yeah.
That's what we were talking about.
Maybe we'll have a couple of Frosties while we're doing it.
Yeah, that's true. We could do that.
Kick back on the beach here and
Every episode has a frosty.
We were-
The Frosty does remain the best fast food dessert.
Are you sure?
What you got? Blizzard?
McFlurry?
Man, McFlurry stink.
Yeah, they've really kind of gone downhill. The OG McFlurries for early 2000s. That's when they were cooking, when the ones that almost killed, what's his name from Super Size Me? Morgan Spurlock. Those were the OGs, When he got sick after like the second day, I was like, oh, we're in for a time on this documentary.
What a wild thing. I put that, again, not to keep plugging the same sketch that got 4,000 views, but that I put a little nod to him in there. What a wild ride that guy had.
That's such a funny thing. I've always said there's two people that watch Super Size Me. There are people who are like, this is disgusting, and people like me. I was like, I could do this no problem.
Yeah.
I was like, they tried to make us watch that in school and be like, can you believe how bad fast food is? Like, first of all, nobody's like arguing that it's good for you. No one's ever been like, no, McDonald's is awesome. Everybody's just like, yeah, it's McDonald's. What do you expect?
Yeah. It's 99 cents.
It's not a cheeseburger. It's not a salad bar. They're selling cheeseburgers. So
Also, this is random, but if you ever do the salads at fast food places it's insane. They have more salt than the fries sometimes.
Dude,
because
you absolutely
they're
do
just
not.
trying to make it taste as good as possible.
You absolutely do not do the salad at a fast food joint. Because that's also where you get the E. coli.
oh yeah, they should tell them where
A lettuce.
yeah.
Carry that poop particles into your mouth. All right, I think we're good from there.
Well, guys, that's our show. Thank you so much for tuning in to Coming Mondays. Tune in next week for our first 20 song ranking. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like and subscribe on YouTube. Once again, thanks for coming and casting away with us on Coming Monday Island. Tune in for the next episode, Coming Monday.
Oh, good little ending there.
Thank you.